what is going on, you fine pieces of ass? Lipstick check. Lipstick check. I think we're set. I have this rogue commenter who likes to, or said something along the lines of me being a vampire, and shouldn't have said that, because I'm gonna take that and run with it, okay? So, full disclaimer, I have to be up at 5 a.m. tomorrow, and I still need to shower and do all the shit. As a matter of fact, don't look at my scalp too close, because there will be, warning, greasy hair. Ew, I don't know why I feel the need to expose myself, but instead of doing all of that, what am I doing? I'm sitting here talking to you. Look at you distracting me. Oh my god. Are we gonna have a problem here? Because it seems to be like getting a little toxic. I don't want to be putting you before me, but also you're just too damn hot. Anyway, whatever. Can't blame me. I hope you're doing good. Also, sorry for not getting the video out on Sunday last week. it was just one of those weekends, but I will make sure that I follow through better in the future and try not to flash you. Try my very darndest. See, I want to do like the off the shoulder look, but I just don't know if I'm cut out for that, because my tits are gonna like pop out and say hello. Like, one's gonna be warming up the car while the other puts the kids to bed, you know what I'm saying? So I just have to navigate that. But speaking of navigating, I wanted to get on here and talk about, oh man, I feel like all I'm getting is just humbled recently. And here's the thing, it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's very necessary for growth, but I feel like I've just been in a state of uncomfortableness for like the past few months. And I think that's just life. Maybe, I don't know, or maybe just coming of age. But even though, like, even when I do come, of age. Oh yeah, and thanks so much for introducing me, by the way. Sorry, yeah, please, no, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm about to have a really good conversation, but by all means, please butt in. I know that was just you meeting my sarcasm with more sarcasm. No, it was sarcasm, but sure, you're here now, and you might as well introduce yourself. Okay, well, hey, it's the other version of her here, the one that has to sit and watch her bullshit, rewatch it all, and relive it all again with you, and then edit it out. Can you imagine? Like, I'm putting in the work just to flash everybody again. Wow. It's not an accident at this point, but yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Christ, she's so annoying. Ugh, I heard that, you slut. I know, that's why I said it, whatever. But getting back to what I was saying, I feel like no matter what age I become, I don't ever want to really lose the feeling of uncomfortability, because that's where the growth comes in, and I fully don't believe that we're ever done growing. I think that we're put here to grow and have a fucking wild experience, and I think that people often forget that, myself included, and like we get very comfortable with certain aspects of ourselves and our lives, and the thought of like even growing or changing scares the absolute shit out of us, which, like, real, it's terrifying. But at the same time, that is kind of the purpose. Like, and people like to try to fight aging and try to fight growth. I'm people. Just kidding. But like, it's so funny because it seems like more and more so we're fighting the natural order of life and like what happens. And people are, like, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, you're put here to grow and fuck up, and you're not supposed to have it all figured out. No one does. No one does. Like, literally, I will argue that till I'm blue in the face. No one has any idea. Like, seriously, dude, one time I thought I knew something and I was so wrong. I saw a meme on Twitter that said that once, and I got a really big kick out of it. But, yeah. And I wanted to get on here and say that it's okay to feel uncomfortable within yourself, and it's okay to feel like you messed up or you're doing things wrong, because my whole life literally have had it in my head that I've been doing everything wrong all the time, and that's just not true. Like, you know, you're here to learn and grow, and I just had a realization tonight, which is why obviously I got to get on here and, you know, share it with you. Also, feel free to like tell me stuff in the comments. I love how you literally interrupted your own thought. Sorry, I know I don't mean to interrupt myself, and I just cannot stay on track for the life of me, but Holy shit, are you diagnosed yet, little miss ADHD? No, I'm not diagnosed, you Don't you dare call me that word, you cud. Never, I don't want to have to edit that twice. Yeah, well, don't bring in mental shit to this and I won't call you that word. Okay, you're right. No, you're right. That was pretty below the belt. Okay, I'm sorry, I love you. I'm sorry too, I love you. You know that. But, oh shit, now what was I saying? You had a realization that made you want to get on here and talk to your baes. Oh, I had the realization tonight, which is why I was talking to you. Yes, thank you. But, that I have some things I gotta clean up in myself and in my life. Typical me, typical everybody, right? But, and one of them being, I need to learn to stand up for myself and speak out when things bother me. And I think I've briefly said this in other videos, but because I get myself so twisted up and I get myself so fucking mad and about these things that I just like think I should let roll off me, but they really bother me. And that, you know, I growing up, I didn't do that. And I was just kind of not really taught to like be quiet, but kind of like don't really like avoid conflict at all costs, and then fume about it and seethe about it and then expect the other person to know. And expect the other person, or like distance yourself from the other person and expect them to understand. And saying this out loud, I feel like such a clown because this is what I've been doing recently. And I want to fix it. I want to fix it because I know it's toxic and I know it's not the way that you should be. Our bangs are literally so aggravating. Ugh, I know. Bangs are so annoying. Oh, but you know we will never cut them. Oh no, never. Never cut them. No, never. But yeah. But like, people aren't mind readers at the end of the day, and I need to take up accountability for myself and stand up for myself in the moment when something bothers me and have the courage to say it. And I know it sounds stupid, but like, it really scares me to speak my mind sometimes, as I know it does all of us. But again, what is the purpose of this life and this body and this mind that you've been given if you're not allowed to speak your mind? Even if it's wrong sometimes, you still can say what you're feeling, you know? That's not weird or wrong. Like, obviously, don't be a little, like, pissy little bitch baby about it. Like, don't be like, oh, me. I hate whiners. Oh, my fucking God. Yeah, right. She says that, but this is actual footage of her last week. Roll the tape, please.
Ugh, I should not go out tonight.
Bitching and whining. You did not have to bring that clip back. That's fucked. That's so mean. I can't stand you. I was being a little whiny shit last video, though. But I just have realized that I haven't, and granted, my feelings, I'm accounting for them. Like, obviously, I'm pissed off at someone right now for a valid reason. She's being annoying as fuck. But I'm realizing that sometimes the problem is also me. Shit, I hate that realization. But, so I want to fix that. I want to fix that going forward. And I'm constantly, probably to the point where it's detrimental, constantly like in a place where I'm like, I could be doing so much better as a person. I should be doing this better. I should be doing that better. I should be doing this better. And like, honestly, communication is something that I'm very much needing to do better. But again, I also, on the other side of things, need to learn to give myself grace because I've never done it before. Like, I've never, you know, that, like, again, that wasn't taught to me, really. Quite the opposite. And I'm realizing that I don't, like, it's caused, not speaking up for myself has caused me so much harm. And I don't want to go on like that anymore. And again, I used to be so fucking mad that I even was in this position. I was like, why can't I just be good at this? But it's like, I guess this is just one of those parts of life that doesn't really come easy to me that I have to work through and I have to work towards. And that's fine. Like, I'm okay with that because it'll get easier the more I do it. I just need to fucking do it. That's the hard part. And that can literally be said with everything in life. And also, to my credit, because I like to try to give myself credit sometimes, because most of the time I'm just dragging a bitch. You see her. Us. Yeah, us. Yeah, whatever. But I have gotten really good at getting out of my comfort zone, and I'm trying so hard to let go of all of the fear that I have as a person. And oh my God, baby girl, that shit is so hard. Talk to me about that. That makes me want to die. It's so fucked. But like, also, when I, you know, do things that scare me, or I pursue things that I know that I like, or I like try to learn stuff that I want to do, there's just always that certain element of fear and discomfort that comes with it, of course, but then eventually you relax into it. And I think that can be said just about everything in life, and also being a human. Like, there's so much pain and discomfort in yourself and in who you are, but if eventually you relax into yourself, and once you start doing that, it's the most beautiful feeling ever. And I feel like it's taken me so long to get to this place, and I know I'm in a pretty good place right now with it, but you know, I'm coming to terms with exactly who I am as a person, and I'm not really ashamed of that anymore, I guess. Even though it's hard sometimes. Because again, this life is, you're constantly being thrown stuff that you should be this way, you should be that way, you should be whatever, you should like this, you should like that, you should like all of these shoulds, and it's like, no, you should be exactly who you are. Because that's why you're here. For some reason or another, you're here. You individually are here. So you shouldn't spend all your time trying to be someone else or trying to cater to other people, because that would be doing you a huge disservice. And honestly, bitch, you're great. It'd be doing the rest of us a disservice. You know what I mean? But yeah, I guess I just have been realizing the past few months that I need to fucking put my ego aside sometimes and own up to my shit and look someone in the face and say, you know what, I'm sorry, I'm really working on this right now. It doesn't come easy to me. But you deserve, and like, you deserve me say, like, thinking about it this way, I'm like, if I was pissing someone off, I would want to know. Like, I deserve to know so I can fix it. It's the same for them, you know? Like, they deserve to know and not just get the fucking silent treatment. And I don't even mean to. Like, I don't even mean to be a bitch and be like, you're being annoying, bleh, and not give you a reason. It's just because I'm scared. And that's shitty, and I don't want to be scared anymore. Fuck that, that's disgusting, and that's not sexy at all, okay? I'm going for sexy and hot, most times. And sexy and hot bitches communicate, so, like, I gotta fucking get my ass in gear, but, so that's that. I guess just, like, I'm so, you know what? Every time I think I know something, I don't. And that's fine. That's okay. Because I guess the only thing I truly need to know about is myself and who I am and what I want to be, and just educate myself on things, and I don't know, just fucking live to the best of my abilities. Easier said than done. But yeah, so if you too are being a little shitbox, just know it's okay. You can always change your behavior. You can always change and go a different direction, or change yourself, or do whatever. You always can. Do not sit here and give me excuse after excuse that, like, people can't change this and that. Yes, people can. And they sure as hell will. Because that is what life is about, is change. We are constantly ebbing and flowing as people. This life is constantly ebbing and flowing. This world, this universe, the energy, all of it. Call me a hippie woo-woo, I don't give a fuck, I am. But, like, change is inevitable. You might as well change for the better, or change in a way that feels good to you, you know what I mean? And like, again, you can always do something else. There's always so many more options and opportunities out there for you, and like, you deserve to live a life that you feel good in, and learn, you know, deserve to live in a body and mind that feels good to you. And I know it's getting harder and harder these days, but that's what you deserve, okay? That's what we all deserve, fuck. Anyways, on that note, another thing I wanted to briefly touch on, just because it popped in my head. It's gonna have to be the next video. I think the next video I'm gonna talk about something along the lines of, your past will absolutely fuck you if you let it. Maybe that'll be the title of the next video. Foreshadowing, but we'll see. Because that's a fun topic. And I'm knee deep in like letting go of my past bullshit right now, girl. So yeah, we'll talk about that next video. But I wanted to say one thing in this video, and another thing that's really prominent, because I'm working on like putting my ego aside and realizing that like owning when I'm in the wrong. It's like obviously finding the balance of like owning when I'm in the wrong and like owning up to my own shit and not having a stupid victim mindset and being like, okay, yeah, I fucked this up too, you know? But then also on the other side of that, like making sure I stand up for myself when I need to. And it's fucking hard. Oh my God. Ugh. No wonder we're all so bad at communicating, because it's not an easy task. And you know what? It's not gonna be sometimes. You're gonna fuck it up a lot of the time, but as long as you're trying, I think that's huge. Anyway, so there's that I'm working through right now, but then there's also, okay, also really quick disclaimer. These videos are like supposed to be like vlogs of like coming of age like sort of, I guess, styles and just talking about shit, I don't know. So welcome. If you want to stay, cool. If you don't, it's fine. Anyways, yeah. And I talk about like shit that's prominent in my life right now just because maybe it's prominent in yours too. And maybe we can work through it together. I don't know. Shit. Why not, right? We're better together. I hate that. You held that face for way too long. I'm gonna go vomit. But, another thing that's been really hard for me these days is realizing that nothing and no one is permanent. Oh my God. That kills me. No, that really does kill me because I feel like I'm in a constant state of grief and mourning a lot of the time. Just because I'm mourning, I forget to live in the moment and then it passes me by and then I mourn it. And I don't, okay, first of all, that was bar. No, yeah, we low-key devoured. I know, no, that ate. That was so good. But like, I don't want to do that anymore. Like, I want to be so present in the moment. But anyway, that's besides the point. I think things are so permanent and then they just slip away. And it sucks. And also, like, I just recently have realized that I can't hold on to everyone as much as I want to because I've had the privilege of traveling around, like, the world a little bit. Not around the world, but traveling a little bit. I'm very, very lucky in that way. And I meet all of these cool people from different walks of life and I make these really strong, genuine human connections, which, by the way, are everything to me. That's like the point of life in my eyes, is human connections. Well, a big part of it anyways. And I just think that I've slowly been coming to the realization that I cannot keep all of them and I'm not supposed to. And that fucking hurts like a bitch. Because there's so many people that I was so close to and we're not even like, well, they live in different states or they're halfway across the world and it's not even like we mean to, but we just, it's like hard, you know, you don't see them. And I think the same can be like when you lose someone in any way, like whether it's a breakup or whether it's, you know, death or whatever, like knowing that you can't hold on to. Jesus, Mrs. Existential and depressing. I need like 10 hits of a joint and 8 shots after this conversation. Oh my God, I don't start. I don't actually need that. Wow. Probably the last thing I need, but for the bit, you know what I mean? Wow, gee, what? Okay. This is so stupid. I hope you guys know 90% of the time it's so hard to do this because I never know where to look, here or here, and I just feel like such an idiot. Anyway, whatever. So existential and depressing. No, but let me just finish this up and then we'll try to end it on a lighter note because good God, I know. I need a shot too, girl. Just kidding. I need a shot of fucking, not alcohol. See, I can't even come up with a funny bit because my brain's so scrambled, but, yeah, sorry this is so depressing, but like it's just been on the forefront of my mind. And also this is a very shared experience. Like this is the epitome of shared experience and human experience is the grief of loss with whatever it looks like. Just like, even if you're just losing a different like phase of your life or like closing a chapter of your life and starting a new one, like you are still allowed to grieve that, by the way. That's fucking hard. But like, it sucks I hate that I can't hold on to these people that I thought were gonna be forever. And I hate that I have to not even let them go sometimes, but just know that they were just a part of my life for a little bit of time and that's all they were supposed to be. That sucks. That fucking sucks. And I think the older I get and the more connections I make and the more like I lose, not even like, again, like in a toxic way, like, oh my God, I'm cutting them off. Like in a way that's like, we just met for a brief moment in time and life gets in the way and it's hard to stay connected to you, like, which sucks because you were such a beautiful person to me. And you taught me so much about myself and the world around me and I miss you, you know, like, fuck, it blows. But I also want you to know that if you look at it, and I know this is gonna be cliche and people are gonna be so annoyed about this, but suck it up. But like, taking a step back and like, obviously mourning it, it can hurt you, it's okay, you can let it hurt, but also like, taking a step back and being like, but wow, look at that experience that I got. Look at that person I got to connect with. Like, whether it ended good or bad, it doesn't matter. They're a part of me and my journey, and they're very special to me. And they've shaped me. For better or for worse, they've shaped me. And that's a really beautiful, bittersweet part of this whole experience. And this experience, bitch, is not easy. I know, girl. Oh my god, it's hard as fuck. And no one really knows what they're doing. So, give yourself grace. Give others grace. Dang. And just realize that you can always grow. And also, in all areas of your life. And also, things don't last forever. Nothing does. So cherish what you have right now, because you're gonna miss it one day. Don't argue with me, bitch. You fucking will. So shut up. But yeah. I guess that's all I have to say about that. Learning to navigate the grief of life is hard, but I think I'm getting pretty damn good at it. Cuts to me sobbing profusely. Cuts to me crying, screaming, throwing up. Yeah, well, there you go. But, yeah. I don't know. Just embrace it all, bitch. It's just life. It's gonna be over before you know it. Womp womp. So you might as well try to have a good time. And connect with people. And connect with yourself. Oh my god. Try to let go the best you can. Try to, like, whatever's holding you back, do your best to, like, work through it, because I promise you that it's gonna free you up a lot, you know? Anyways, on that stupid hippie note, vomit. I'm gonna go take a shower finally. And I'm gonna, this is all you get to see, because I don't want you to see my greasy hair. Make sure I like hike this shirt up so you don't see my tits yet. Anyway, I love you. You're doing great. Thanks for the support always, and I love you. Bye, bitch. Okay, that you understand. That about wraps it up for me here today. Apologies for the shit ass lighting all the time, but if I open my window, Jesus, and my blouse apparently to the world, the camera doesn't focus. I don't really know what I'm doing. If you know what you're doing, which I'm sure everyone's gonna have bunches to say in the comments, and everyone's gonna be a Sony camera expert, but I say that because I'm jealous. But seriously, if you really know any like tips or tricks with lighting or whatever, or if you don't care, then great, because you know, I'm not doing this for the lighting, so there you go. But thank you for watching, my beautiful lovelies. I love you. You're doing good. Take a breath. Go take a nap. Go take a breath. Go take a nice little walk or eat some good food. Do something that you love. We need more of that these days. Wow, I just really created world peace with one fell swoop of my shitty lighting and camera. This world peace. I feel like I'm the equivalent of the bitch. It's like, oh, can't we all just get along? It sucks. Okay, anyway, love you, bye.
Okay, she says that, but don't let her fool you. This is literally actual...